Welcome back to another reaction for Needy Girl Overdose episode 7. Slip inside this house, huh?
死ぬ気でさせ負けんな死ね他人の金を背負って走ってることを忘れんなね
えいつお母さん帰ってくるの
心配すんな気が向いたら帰ってくるって気にすんな
本当は
まあ帰ってこなかったらそん時はそん時やおいねちかも5番応援しろ勝ったらハンバーグにすっからよ
お母さんは期待しない方がいい大丈夫
So he's betting money. We have a girl and a sister. I'm assuming it's the cool prince type of girl, right? The question is, what happened to the sister? This guy, this dad, does seem unhinged. So I feel like this is not going to be good.
私がいるから
非常に静かな決着となりました
Yeah, I don't feel like this is going to be a good backstory. Not that the other backstories were good by any means. Let's hope it only ends with them being poor. And nothing worse, right? So again, I assume this is what the person we get the background for, which is interesting because last episode they were talking about like guys cross-dressing as girls and stuff and showed her, which made me question if this is a girl or not. I'm assuming it is, but it was a little bit weird of directing.
Hitori? かわいいね。よかったら喫茶店でも行こうよ。話し相手が欲しいんだ。
You are trying so hard.
夜の街で孤独は寂しくて。
I was like, is this a random girl? Looks a little bit like Kashi and stuff, but is this K-Angel? I totally forgot about. I don't remember her real name, but all of them seem to have some connection with her somehow.
緊張してるってわけでもないね。
ああ、あの三バカの一人。
私のこと知ってるんだ。嬉しいな。
Oh, a million. Weren't you shy of a million before?
君天使ちゃんか。
わかるの？
わかるよ。骨格が一緒だもの。普段はこんな感じなんだ。いいじゃん。邪魔して。
Right. Army.
悪かった。ごめんなさい。
Didn't you want to flirt with her?
連れて行ってくれるんでしょ？
Why are you showing a spider web? Is this a trap?
こじゃれた喫茶店。
真夏のヒットソング「ナイト&クライ夜を切り裂いて」を聞いてもらいました。というわけで SNS から火がついた
天使様が興味持ってくれるなんて嬉しいな。
誰だって人恋しい夜くらいある。それにあなたは紫の小うるさいのと自分のうちに自閉したロリータ女よりは話が通じそうだから。
あの二人を現実から隠すのも私の役割だから。
あなたは思った。
本人よりノリいいじゃん。てか SNS きっかけでバンド始めたって聞いたけど。
あくまで比較的一部分はだけど、互いに小賢しく生きてしまった者同士。
わかる？
そりゃね。
I'm assuming the reason why the not office worker, but the girl working here was looking at her is because she always brings new people in, I guess. I believe last time was also a different girl, right? She brought here. She's always bringing them here. I feel like that is not a good idea. It seems like they are fine with her bringing new people and they are not really talking about it, but it's a bit weird. How's it at a Panyami? Looking for someone to work with, must be married to manager. What? I consolidated notes on how to get married to your manager. What? Can't get drunk on booze, then come drink with me. I will get you drunk on my love in no time. Aesthetics.
だから重すぎんだって。てか残りの売りかけちゃん。
Ooh, right. Wasn't this a friend of Kashi? The one that spends her money? No. The one that... Right. This was the girl that was with our prince last time, right? So she is just wasting money on the next guy?
と払ってね。
だから払うために出稼ぎに行ったんでしょ。
I even went out to turn tricks. So I could pay you back. Tricks?
ああ、言っただけね。すぐに帰ってきちゃったじゃん。てか。
Ah, fuck's sake. Interpreter, your issue will use IT. Instead of selling, we get results.
俺の街歩く女ってなんであんなバカそうなんだろうな。
女は体で稼げていいよな。稼げなくなったら男を叩いて騒げばまた金もらえるんだし。
無毛色ってや
うっさい。ねえ危ないから。
あんたからも言ったよ。
つ。態度。大人も楽しめるストーリーはいいけど、おもちゃは使わないとね。
What the fuck is going on? So we have our prince coming here with army. Okay. We have the girl. I assume it's the same girl that was together with the prince last time, who is getting her money one way or another. She spends the money on the host. The host is like, I don't give a fuck anymore. They have some stuff going on. We then have like two parents with kids. They don't care about the kids, which is far too common nowadays. And now we have a couple nerds playing game. They play some kind of card game. I hope it's anime booba card game because, I mean, these guys probably can't afford Pokemon nowadays, so...
単元度。あくまで子供への反則ってことを忘れていますな。はい。合格。おお。ベルトの耐久性から考えてもらわないと。
あの二人は本気で魂を磨いて 強固な事故を確立しようとしている。
Quite honestly, maybe you should change your meeting spot to somewhere where not a bunch of guys are gathering. I mean, the nerds seem to be the most sociable. You probably can go over there and be like, hey, can you please turn it down a little bit? And they would be fine. The parents, you can just throw in the trash, they're garbage. And I mean, the other two, I feel like, are also not going to calm down.
そうすることで世界を変えようとしている。私は自分のことと手の届く範囲で精一杯だよ。天使ちゃんはいろんなことでがんじがらめなんだね。天使ちゃんは偉いよ。とっても偉いから。そろそろカラマーゾフが引導を渡してあげないとね。
は？蒼天ちゃんが負ける？
時代は移ろいゆく。天使ちゃんに影響を受けた世代がのし上がる番だ。
あなたたちが？
あ、うちの紫がね。
もういいって別れる。
やだ、別れない。ねえ、こいつら全然言うこと聞かないんだけど、あんたからもなんか言ってよ。
それより見ろ、やべえ、ガチャ操作されてる。
男に生かされてるって自覚あんのかあいつら。
マジそれな。
しかし美少女キャラクターという概念も廃れてきましたな。
まあ突飛な属性も全て見飽きてしまいましたな我々は。
夢を見せるけど夢は見ないと思ってた。
そうだよ。夢物語じゃない。客観的に判断してカラマーゾフが時代をつかむ可能性は十二分にある。紫電波女とロリータ乙女は本物だ。それを小ずるい悪党の私が後ろから支える。
Okay.
三人なら神をも殺せる。
あんなに好きって言ってくれたじゃん。
だからあの時は好きだったんだって。今はその重々しさが嫌いなのわかる。
恋愛依存。
I didn't even think about her working here because holy shit, I would probably take myself out having to work in this environment.
ありゃ女の子からすっかり集金し終わった後だな。でも初心者だ。
あのホスト、直接会って別れるだけ弱気。
連絡無視してブロックで終わり。じゃあ両親の呵責に耐えきれなかったんだ。
あなたのファン層もあんな感じじゃない？
やっぱり異性へ直接見すぐのとは違うよ。私へはあくまでグッズを購入したりスパチャするくらいの推し活の範囲。疑似恋愛とは大きく違う。私は優しいんだ。
However, I feel like you get a little bit close to some people, right? It seemed like you were trying to pick up Army before.
依存体質、薬物中毒、自傷行為。結局それ以上に満たされるものがなくて不安だから救われずに飛行へ走る。規制は必要だけど、問題は制限することじゃない。そうせざるを得ない子たちの話を誰かが黙って聞いてやらないと。
だから配信者やってるんだ。
建前の一つだけど。
天使ちゃんも初期はラリって配信してたもんね。それで人気に火がついた。可愛かったなあれ。
滑稽だったでしょ。あの時は必死だったから。批判もいっぱいあったけど真似しないでって言ったし、推奨したわけじゃない。そりゃ影響される気持ちもわかるけど、いろんなことが怖くてお薬飲んで曖昧にしてたら勢いで配信しちゃったり。
I mean, I feel like this would not be allowed. I feel like you would be really quickly banned if you did that on Twitch or YouTube.
私ただ生きてた。 だけだから。
生きるだけにも目的はある。何が欲しくて生きてるんだ？
あれが欲しい。
そりゃこんな女の子がいたらみんなついてきちゃうな。綺麗だもの。いい人だね、天使ちゃん。
薬中だよ。
一般的な倫理観も道徳も気にしたことないでしょ。そんなことに縛られて前が見えなくなることが一番醜いことを知っている。善悪の基準なんて本人が決めるしかない。現にそんな天使ちゃんに憧れて輝き出した子もいる。
憧れるバカを騙してお金を稼いでるだけ。
否定してくれることを前提に喋って甘えてるんだ。かわいいね。お金目当てならもっと効率のいい集金方法がある。
I mean, she's not wrong. There are more efficient ways to get money out of them. She has like 10 million people following her. If she made an OnlyFans, easy money there. If she wanted to get a lot more. Having like membership and special streams for people that pay more money. She has a lot more avenues she could use. Because she's not a normal streamer, essentially. She's not becoming famous or she doesn't have all these followers for all the games she's playing because she's good, a pro, or she's very funny or whatever. It's the whole idol being, right? The mix out of all of that, of all little things, and then the whole idol part. And those people that get big in this way, they have more avenues they could use because the fans they attract are somewhat hardcore and somewhat willing to pay a lot of money for the weirder stuff. But they are also some of the most dangerous people to have as fans. It's, always two sides of a coin.
そんなことだけで動くような人間に大衆はついてこないよ。天使ちゃんの瞳にはちゃんと狂気がある。
あんまり見たくないし、見られたくないから普段は半分隠している。
私はずる賢いからいろいろ俯瞰で見てしまう。基本お金の管理は私だし、ミチカは自分しか見えてないし、ロリポップは他人を見てあげすぎ。ちょうど3人でバランスがいいんだよ。
私は
天使ちゃんは全て一人で見て全て一人で背負ってかっこいいよ。頑張ったね。
I mean, she's not really alone, right? She has a manager. Also, for an episode that seems to try to showcase more about her past, we don't really see much of it, right?
勝手に他人を解釈して都合よく進めたがる。
いいじゃん。可愛い後輩の生きるくらい許してよ、姉さん。と。
I mean, yeah, she has to catch her in a princely fashion, right? Because
やってみなよ。すぐそんな真似するから取り返しつかなくなんだわ。
国がしっかり男女平等にすればいいんだよ。富裕層から金奪わないと死ぬぞ。
ああ、もうおもちゃの取り合いってばっかじゃないの。なんで仲良くできないの？
しかし泥臭いって表現も鼻につくようになりましたな。
あえて地上戦にするって発想は安直よね。
ああいうのを救済するのも天使ちゃんの使命なんだな。
そう、 画面の向こうのオタクくんは平等に愛さないといけないのがインターネットエンジェルの辛いとこ。
未だにネットにかぶりついてくる人なんてカスしかいないよ。勝手に救われたって崇めて、勝手に裏切られたって怒って。
Okay.
ああ、働きたくねえ。みんなとにかく死んでほしいわ。
友達が配信者のバイトに余ってさ、めっちゃスパチャしてんの。給料ほとんどそれ。バカすぎ。
俺たち弱者が汗水流して労働した金奪って、インフルエンサー様は楽でいいな。
ああいう環境から抜け出すには正当な努力を踏むしかない。残酷だね。
それができないから地獄に居座り続けてる。努力の方向もわからないし、楽に怠けさせる甘い誘惑は無限に溢れてるから、いろんな言い訳があって前に進めなくなる。
Okay. Okay. I feel like these episodes always have a lot to say, but the meaning always somewhat difficult to understand for me. They don't even know what direction to put their effort in. And there's a endless flood of sweet temptations telling them to take the easy way out. Which is very true. Because it's always, you can better your life in many cases. It takes a lot of effort. And you get told, or you have so many ways to take the edge off. Forget about how bad life is. I mean, or you just waste your time, essentially. Just having your brain be occupied with stuff. So that is what our society is very good at the moment. And that is going to negatively affect your state in life. Because you don't see the need to advance, learn new trades, or try different things. I feel like a lot of people have enough time to just, as example, upload on YouTube. Now, is that going to solve all your troubles? Is it going to make a lot of money? In most cases, not, but there are a small fraction who are going to be able to really pursue stuff like that. And it's not only YouTube. There are many ways which a little bit of time investment over a long period of time can yield not necessarily profit, but it is going to advance in some way your life. But we are so occupied with other stuff. I see this. I mean, I'm 40 as well. I could do so much more, but I'm too lazy. I totally accept that. But also, as example, I have a friend who, we are reading, like, as example, ReZero as a novel, and he's unwilling to read the last volume that is finished. Because he normally wants to wait until it's finished so he can read through it and doesn't have to wait. Because he doesn't have the time. He has a bunch of stuff to do at the moment, which is true. However, he has enough time to, play like 2 or 3 hours every night, which is fine. But if you have enough time for that, you can't tell me you don't have enough time to read the volume. You just decided to play games, which is totally fine. I have another friend who is going to movies, going to social events and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I don't have time to watch, as example, animes or read specific stuff or whatever. And I'm like, you do have enough time. You chose not to. And that is fine, but you have to be aware of that. Now, some people, they don't really have time. Straight up, they don't have time. They have to work like 2 jobs. Which after that, you don't have too much time. you may be able to sneak in like 30 minutes of stuff to do, but then after 2 jobs, you probably want to just relax. And again, that is where our society is best at. In those 30 minutes, you can forget about everything and then just be a hamster in a hamster wheel for as long as everything is still being fine, at least.
めなくなる。
私にも心当たりがたくさんある。耳が痛いな。
でも嫌いになれないんだ。そいつら。
それじゃもう二度と会わないから。
待ってよ。いいから見ついると思ってんだろ。絶対。もうするから。死ぬ。ブスはゴミ。調子に乗んな最初。いつあるやろ。
トーク画面とか通話履歴全部残ってる。証拠になるもの全部保存してかき集めて。いい弁護士紹介してあげる。詐欺とかじゃないよ。私もネットのトラブルでお世話になったちゃんとした人。怪しいと思ったら晒していい。
だから誰？怖いんだけど。
悪質なホストなんかに負けんな。不当に取られたお金取り返して反省しなって。
Yeah. Waste it on me instead. I don't want a new tower. I mean, that is a good part. I don't really have much I want in life. As long as my PC works, I do so much over with my PC, so you know what? Keep your money, I guess.
このパンク少女じゃ不安かもだけど、ほら、ネチカ様もいるなら信用してもらえる？
強く生きなよ。この世界は本当に残酷だから。
So I'm assuming this is not the same girl as last time. Also, heartfelt video clip. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is really the heartfelt video clip?
さあ、ぐちぐち言ったし、また明日から働きますか。
だな。たまにはこういう日も必要だからな。
That is also very true. The businessmen, they just were bitching a whole lot about people. They were, you know, a little bit jealousy. We all understand that. If you see someone who seemingly is not really doing a lot, but getting so much more out of life, you just want to bitch about them. And that is fine. It is fine to bitch about them in your own confined spaces. As soon as you go outside of that, it gets a little bit... It's just weird to go to someone who doesn't have, who never did anything to you. You never met and bitch to them. It's something else if someone scammed you. Sure, go off on them. But being like, oh, this person who is famous and has money or whatever, I'm just going to say, oh yeah, they suck because no real reason. You are just jealous. I mean, or envious. Whatever is the real or the better version. More fitting version, better said. It's just weird. But those days are totally fine. I mean, we all have our misgivings. Most people are unhappy with life, which is a bit sad in the grand scheme. We have all this automation, all this advancement, and it feels like human happiness is somehow going down. Again, a little bit weird.
こっちも抱っこ。
そうかそうか。お前らそんなにパパが好きか。3人とも可愛いやつらだ。
早く揃って調子いいんだから。
さて本日の議事録をまとめましょうぞ。
同人誌制作は我らの使命。
批判も称賛もひっくるめて後の世代のオタクたちに届けませんとな。
帰らなきゃ。そろそろアニメの時間。 ピンもかわいそうだし。
いいとこあるじゃん。私なら。
でもあなたは人を信じてる。自分の信じた仲間が天下を取ると信じている。ごちそうさま。
So she was unable to raise up army, but there seems to be another girl.
「倒すの辛くなっちゃうな」もう諦めなくて。
ての。
あ
おまぬけ。
待て、私の指輪。
Yubi. Actually? No. Oh, her.
誰？
I don't like having a little girl be involved in the story because the story is not kid friendly at all.
同級生？
なきゃるか。っておい、持ってくな。
下には下がいる。
Which also just I just now internalize that how's she here? It's like in the evening or even night. This is the bad spot in the city, right? So why is she alone outside?
助けが必要かい？
必要なさそうに見えるか。
オーケー。
It's a child. You can probably walk faster than she can run.
残念だったね。
ったく、逃げなくていいじゃん。
やれやれ。
ごめんなさい。怖くて泥棒するつもりじゃ。
どうだか。
I feel like you were.
やるよ、その指輪。顔を見たらわかる。思わず走っちゃったんだよな。私の指から外れていったんだから役目を終えたんだ。次は君が大切にしてやってくれ。
Wasn't she the girl that looked at the poster and is more or less in the same position as the punk girl was regarding K-Angel, right?
アクセサリーは一番輝く場所に収まるべきだ。
Idolizing her?
ありがとう、紫のおばさん。おば。こんにゃー。こっちこっち。紫おばさん。このクソガキ。
She did have a little sister, right? So, what happened to her?
生きている実感と幸せを覚えてごめんな。ほら、配信で稼いだお金危ないやつじゃねえから。
Really? Why are you giving him money?
私たちはこれからもっと大きくなる。もしかしたら私たちが時代そのものになる。その時揉める前に手切れ金。
How about you don't give him money? I feel like you only give him money because of your sister, right? or brother or whatever.
手入るのはようやく限界を超えたが6番メンタルブレイクだ。メンタルブレイクが伸びてくる。メンタルブレイクが全てを振り切って先頭に立つか。
当面の生活費くらいは何だろう。好きに使いなよ。
追い上げ6番メンタルブレイクか8番ニャルラサンダーか。意地と意地のぶつかり合い。未勝利の壁を打ち砕くのはどっちだ。2頭並んで今大激戦のゴールへ。勝ったのは
Wasting like half a cigarette in this economy?
負けたな。好きにしていいのか。
どうぞ。
じゃあ全部お前にやる。今まで面倒かけっぱなしだった分、それで自由に欲しいもん買ってくれ。
はあ？何考えて。
俺は底辺だが、娘の門出を祝えないほど落ちぶれてないだけだ。これ持ってく。
でも弟たちは。
いつまでガキ扱いなんだよ。
So are they her brothers or they're just growing up together?
悲しいこと言わないで。たまに帰ってきなよ。俺の彼女、姉ちゃんが推しなの。サイン置いてってくれよ。転売するから。
I like the last guy. Give me an autograph. I'm gonna resell it. Okay.
ちょっと散歩でもしねえか。
Not what I was expecting. In this show, a family that is not garbage? Surprising.
恨んでるだろう。甘やかせたことなかったからな。
甘えたいなんて思ったことねえよ。
そうだね。おかげでこんなスラムから英雄が生まれた。生来の貴族じゃない。ちゃんと民衆の言葉に耳を貸して手を差し伸べてやれる気高く優しい王子様だ。わがままなお姫様たちを導きながら正しい道を歩んでいく。他人に甘えるのはもっと先の話だ。王子様は大いなる責任を背負ってるからな。俺たち一般市民には想像つかないほどに。
親父。
Where's the mom?
分かってんじゃん。ほら、貸しなって。
Where is the mom? If they are all brothers or siblings?
じゃあ、行こう。
What about the ring, huh? You now have the
い
money.
や、似合うんじゃないか。弟たちには内緒だぞ。
Really? Really? Man, I'm so damaged. Fucking anime. Because I assumed there would be some bullshit going on. She would be abused or whatever. You never know with these kinds of shows. This show made it clear that this is not a baby show. This is not a, oh no, everything is fine. No. Stuff is going down here. And I had a lot of different pictures in my head that could have happened. The last, quite honestly, it never even occurred to me this could just be a normal family. He has a gambling problem, seemingly, but he was still willing to try and take care of the kids. I mean, they are all alive. They did not die from starvation. So, and he even gave her seemingly the gift of the ring. So, he also didn't take the money. This is the least expected way this could have turned out for me, quite honestly.
ただいま。
おお、おかえり。
Now the question is she not wearing the ring? She does have a round earring in one ear. Maybe she uses that as an earring? I'm assuming it is a ring?
おかえり。どこ行ってたんだ？
ちょっとね。
なんだそれ。どうした？なんかあった？
いや、なんで？
なんかすっきりしてるっていうか。
そう？なんだろうな。それよりプレゼントがあるんだ。アクセサリーは最も輝く場所にないとね。必ず勝つ。
Are they, huh?
私は夢は見ないんだ。
Accessories should be where they shine the brightest, huh? If he gave you the ring, you probably use it, right? I assume you would use it every day, essentially. It may be the earring. It may be like a necklace, maybe hidden somewhere. I did not pay enough attention. Man, I really thought this would end horrible, but it was fine. It was a fine little background story. Nothing bad really happened. She grew up poor, okay. She in a big family, so everyone had to probably tighten their belt. Dad is addicted to gambling, horse races most likely, but is still trying to do the best he can for children. We had the whole meeting. Now everyone has met with K Angel seemingly. So I guess we are not going to do that again. Kashi is still a character that is floating around. This is the biggest question I have for the show. Where are we going? What are we doing? We explore all these characters. Okay. Are we even going to have an overarching story? Or are we just going to continue in this way? Exploring some topics. I feel like, I mean, if I remember correctly, the show did not really appeal to people that much, right? If we go nerdy girl overdose or needy, whatever, my anime list. What are people saying? At the moment, 6.9. I mean, it went up. I believe it was lower last time. I like that this is a little bit of a different show. Maybe the topics are not as deep as they would like, or they try to portray as. But overall, I like that this is a more mature story. We don't shy away from some somewhat uncomfortable topics, which the game did as well. I mean, the game is full of drug use and abuse and whatnot, mental instability, which, to be honest, most of these management games are like that. So I do enjoy that. I do wonder, just a side note, I do wonder the lighter sounded like one of those click lighter and not one of those manual ones, because I tell you, the manual ones, they hurt like a bitch. Where you have the little wheel you need to pull down to strike the flint or whatever to get the spark. Those things sucked ass.